All right, let me see. Yeah, we're live. Life with Brock here. I'm going to do a little shoulder peg fixing session. I'm going to wait for more of you guys to hop in. There's actually nobody in here right now. I'll wait until about 10 of you are in here, but these are for people that are watching this after the fact. Hopefully I made this public. There's one person. Say hello if you're hopping on here. All right. Let me see how the feed's coming in, and then I'll get going here. There we go. Says there's 3 of you watching. What's up, JK Hunter? Aiden, what's going on? Jacob, what's crack-a-lackin'? Actually, what I need to do is switch this up here so I can see the chat. We're going to wait until a few of you, more of you are hopping in here, and then I'm going to start doing some work on Mecha Hulk here. It's a really cool looking figure. Oh, you did? Yeah, the Spider-Man. He looks pretty good. He's just in there right now for background. Special K, what is up? I don't plan on going very long because I will be watching some MMA tonight. The UFC is on. I want to see Daniel Cormier, and the Beast, the Black Beast, fight tonight. And actually, there's another. Is it at 185? I'm interested in a fight at 185. It's Jakari versus Weidman, sorry. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, I got this at GameStop. And I'm working on some cigars over here. You guys saw this already, though. Little project. Let me see how many. Oh, we got 11, so let's get going. What's up, Rashawn? Hot Cheeto Fingers, ¿Qué pasó? Brandon Pantoja, welcome to the stream. I acquired this figure, and I'm not too familiar with the character, Mecha Hulk, in the comics. I don't even know if he's a comic book character, to be honest. This came out in the Spider-Man Classics line around, I think it was like 2005. Look at this. It's a beautiful figure. And it actually goes for a lot of money. I picked this up for 30 bucks, shipped. It doesn't have any of the chest missiles. See the chest moving in here. So if you guys have extra chest missiles, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to break that right on camera. Come on, girl. There you go. If you got extra chest missiles, let me know. Maybe we can work out a trade, or I'll purchase them from you. And this is also missing the gremlin. But the gremlin, I mean, it's just a little tiny figure. It wouldn't even be shown. But he goes for like 30, 40 bucks. Ain't gonna play that game, players. So he was a little bit loose at all these, the points of articulation. And I started adding feature floor polish, and he's standing just fine. I may need to add some more to the hips. But look at the detail on this figure, man. You've got to be kidding me. This is how figures used to be put out. Maybe that's why Toy Biz went out of business. This looks like a custom figure. I can display this with my customs and not feel, if anything, I think this may be better than my custom. Oh, there's a little extra paint there. I'm hoping that's not from me. So what do you guys think of this guy? Action Figure Addict. Do any of you guys have this guy? I'll give you a quick, look at the amazing detail on this figure. Aside from the paint, look at the sculpt. All the mechanics are in. These are hoses, really well done and weathered. Now check out this feature. Check out the neck here, okay? Look at the piston. It goes into, I don't know why I love that, but man, that's just an awesome feature. The piston actually goes into the body. Gabriel, ¿qué tal? These fingers, they're articulated fingers. Very similar to, it almost feels like one of my Masterpiece Transformers. That's what this guy reminds me of. But I mean, look at all the detail on the feet. But he came with a broken peg. The peg's in there. And that's what I'm going to be working on right now. That guy has broken pegs also. This first appearance Iron Man. I got this figure. I think it was Unboxing Art that sent this to me a long time ago, several months ago. And I've never gotten around to fix him up. So today's the day. I'm going to start with Mecha Hulk. I should probably start with that guy, but... All right, so I've shown him off enough. Let's get going. Yeah, there's a couple selling on eBay right now, but they're going for big money. Big money for me is it pays, $70, $80 for this figure. No, gracias. Don't want to do that. So for this project, always going to need some espejuelos, some glasses, eye protection. I'm going to bust out my Dremel 3000 in the event those of you that are interested in getting a Dremel. I've been very happy with this one. It's got variable speed. I've shown it off in different sessions before. And then I'm going to go with different Dremel bits. First, I'm going to do a little pilot hole here and then move on to a thicker Dremel, because ultimately what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to replace the peg with this screw right here. And now this screw looks like it's going to fit right in this area where the peg was supposed to go. If for whatever reason this screw does not go, I'm not going to go hunting for a screw, but you'll at least get the idea of how it's supposed to work. Now I'm starting to think that maybe I should pull out this plastic bit in here first. So we're going to start with that. Anybody going to watch the MMA tonight? Yeah, it is Special K. The detail is unbelievable. Yeah, T800 head. It does. Brandon, you're right. What's up, Juan? All right, so I should have... Let's Dremel this out. Do I have a bit here? Let me get a Dremel bit because I think I'm gonna get the shoulder out first. And like I said, I'm not going to stay on here for too long because I do want to watch these fights, so let's get on with this. I think... Let's try this one. Bilingual tutorial. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, did I just move this off camera? Sorry about that. Yeah, man, that new Spidey's pretty cool. Not as nice as Pound's Spidey, though. Okay, that's interesting. That's some hard plastic, boy. That literally did nothing to that plastic. Let's try this then. Comic book nerd, what's crack-a-lackin', dude? I'm trying to get all this on camera. That way, when you guys try to do this yourselves, you can see. But it makes it pretty difficult, actually. Grab that, right? Fudge. There we go. There you go. Just punch through. So man, this was some pretty hard plastic right here. You can see. That's the peg. Of course. Let me see if this will. So you can see there. I'm gonna need to shave down a little bit because ultimately I need this to go in here. But now that I'm looking, this screw may be a little bit too big, and I definitely don't want to use this guy because this is for the other project. All right, let's shave some more down here. Yeah, that 6-arm Spider-Man is actually a pretty easy custom if you end up getting yourself a cheap Spider-Man figure and you have some extra arms. I was actually thinking about making another one, but with bare arms. Some of the plastic that you see is coming off on the drill bit. Yeah, so I think that should work. I would have to heat up this plastic, and I think I'll be able to fit that screw in there. All right, so if I'm wrong, I'll have to fix it, but let's move on to the next step, which is drilling into here. I'm hoping I can salvage this arm. I've done it before when changing pegs, like for the Juggernaut custom that I can't seem to finish. Okay, so let's do a pilot hole. So for pilot hole, I'm going to use a smaller Dremel bit. I want to use this guy. Yeah. And I just have to be careful when I'm drilling. I want to drill straight. So I may actually do that part off camera if I don't feel comfortable enough in the front. I got to change this part out. When you guys get Dremels, depending on the size of this part right there, that bit, you can change out the mouth of it. Now I bought this. It didn't come with my Dremel, so I had to buy one. Let me see, that one's going to be too big. There we go. You can find it at Amazon under Dremel accessories. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Yeah, Hasbro's does not have, I did hear about, I saw the pictures, it doesn't have an ab crunch. And on Facebook, I mentioned it in a few posts because people were saying, oh, it looks good, and other people, oh, they didn't like it because it doesn't have the articulation. It's nearly impossible to get the articulation because there's not that much room and retain it. While putting in the pegs of the arms and recessing the shoulder joints, which would look better, but the cavity of inside is not large enough to fit that. Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right, so I got a little pilot hole. And to keep everything neat, I usually just put everything back, or else I may lose my way. Get the standard one back in here. This may actually be bigger than what I want. That's why I should have paid. I wish I would have paid attention in school about fractions. There you go. This is why you need to pay attention in math class, kiddos. I'm gonna have to eyeball this. I think I'm gonna even go smaller. A 3/32 bit. I think this seems just about right. And of course, it's not going to fit in that mouth. No. Nope. That'll be the last one I have in here. Yep. Kick Toy, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the motorcycle did come out pretty good. I did that for Eric Eisner. He does ACBA, so hopefully he'll get a lot of good shots out of that. Let me tighten this bad boy up a little bit. Action figure surgeon, yeah. There's a lot of people that do this stuff a lot better than I do. Let me run through the comments real quick as I'm preparing to do this next hole. Yeah, maybe they could have used that Pizza Spidey comic book nerd for the 6-arm Spidey, but then again, that would not have helped that torso at all. So I don't know if they could have fit those arms, even with taking out the ab crunch and the Pizza Spidey mold. That's probably why they used a thicker torso, so they could recess those shoulder joints. What's up, Michael the Collector? John, you're probably laughing. John Doe is probably laughing at my math comment, I'm guessing. All right, here we go. TDG. Coño. That's... it's already going. See, it kind of going sideways. That hole went in sideways, darn it. All right, let me see. Now, you know what I failed to do? I failed to get a Phillips screwdriver. Man, I think I'm going to need an assistant. Be right back, guys. Well, I hope you guys are still here. I had to go to the garage and get a screwdriver. I think I want to do this by hand because if I use the power drill, I'm afraid that it'd be too strong for this guy. See how that went in sideways? That's not cool, but oh well. See, and the problem with that is now I have to bring it back out because it's not letting. Darn it. Dr. Pez, hello. Yeah, they're selling out. Be patient with that PS4 Spider-Man. He will come around again. Do not pay the exorbitant prices. I always say it. People that subscribe to me, I tell them, wait for the good price. That's not going to be a figure that's going to be running out. Trying to see if I can screw it in a little bit straighter. Because I need to be able to retain this part right there. All right, I think it may be already running into the side. So I may have to actually cut down that screw. So far, so good. There's where it starts kind of deviating. I'm gonna have to cut this screw down. What if I use this guy? Coño. I'm gonna widen that. I wish this guy was magnetic. I think I'm gonna have to widen out that hole for the screw. This screw is a little bit thicker. See? I've never bought from Toy Wiz. Man, it's almost there. Sorry if I'm not up. Oh, man. I almost had it. I don't want to get impatient here because I don't want to destroy this disc, because if this disc gets destroyed, and by disc I mean this part right here, the actual joint, I'm jacked. Okay. Okay. Now I can't tell if... Okay, good. It's working. Trust me, it's just very tight right here. And my fingers are soft and it's starting to hurt. So now I gotta make sure that this goes in there. And I think I may want... Well, let's heat this up and see if I can be able to soften up this plastic right here, and then put this guy right through there, and then I'll have my joint fixed. Hopefully, it's hard to see in here. I kind of feel like I probably need to widen that out inside a little bit more. So let me do that. But there you go. You get the idea. That's how you create a new peg on your figures. So that's what I'm gonna do here for this guy. And I think I just used the one I was gonna use on here on this guy. So I'm gonna have to go find another screw. I think this is gonna be too long for the next guy. Any questions so far, guys? Or are you guys just chatting it up? What's up, Matt? Anthony, is it Sheppers? He says he's got the complete figure. When did you buy it? Did you buy it when it first came out, or did you get it? I'm curious of your timeline. The only figure, John Doe says, the only figure I have so far that has a broken shoulder joint is my ML Jack-o'-lantern. Oh. Well, you could... there's screws that they make them pretty thin. You can also pin the joint, but this is much better because it actually grabs onto the plastic. Let me see, VAD. The part definitely looks like hard plastic. Heating it probably won't do much. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, but the inside part, which is the peg, where the peg sits, that's the part that I'm trying to get this guy in, if you know what I mean. I think, man, I'm just so close. I may just be able to jam it in there, guys, and I may not, so we'll learn together. And if not, I'll shave this a little bit more on the mouth to get that head in. Where the upper arm swivel, you mean at this point right here? Is the peg broken? Because if it's the peg, you could do the same thing. Yeah, a nail may work. So if it's in this area, you can use the same principle that you just saw here. And you just need to replace that peg. Leave that out just in case I need to. I wonder if I should use something else. Let me see. There you go, I'll use that. He is pretty top heavy, and this is the old school hips. You'll see it on Giant Man, the old school Giant Man. All the Toy Biz ones pretty much use that style of hip, which thankfully Hasbro did change because it does fail a lot. And unfortunately, those types, the disc, it's hard to get the Pledge floor shine in there. The Toy Doctor, he's trying to give me a... I think there's already a Toy Doctor on YouTube. I think his name's Toy Poloi. That guy's a master at the craft for sure. Let me see, let me widen this out. The other thing I can do is I can shave the screw. I really don't know what I want to do, guys. Let's try heating it up. Let's try that first. VAD Toy says wrap string around the ball joint to tighten it up. He's got a showcase video. I am interested. If it'd be great, go ahead and drop the link in this chat. And then I'll post a link up in the video comments. David Howell says, I use epoxy sculpt. Do you use epoxy sculpt? You mean to tighten the joints? Or maybe I missed something. Nightwalker says, what did I miss? Oh, I'm making a custom figure right here. Check it out. It's a mechanical Hulk. Just kidding. Just trying to fix the broken joint here. Let me see. Oh, it's going in. Stand by. Okay. So it is going in, but it's clearing this, but the rubber is not there. The interior part's not letting me. So let me try another one of these bits that may help a little bit more. A lot of this just trial and error. Hopefully getting to where I want to be, and hopefully I won't get it to the point where it's too wide for the neck of the screw, but there is a fix for that. Oh, here we go. I think that one may actually work perfect. Let's try it. Use the force. I'm trying to, player. I'm trying to tighten the... Okay, cool. So VAD Toys, check out his video right there. Have never used string to tighten up the joints. What's happening here? Is this the wrong one? Coño, it's not letting me in. All right, well, that one should let me in. But let's make sure there's not a wider one. I guess I should have left all these out. Oh, it looks like the standard one. Okay, I guess that's what I'm going to use then. But check it out. Those are to tighten those, I guess you can call them disc hinges. I think that's what it would be, a disc hinge. I know all these have like technical terms. I don't know them all. So this guy's a little bit weird. Okay. Yeah, it definitely looks like that Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. Actually, I do have a video of making a robe. Almost, man, almost. I'm gonna have to drill more. By the way, those of you guys that are hopping in late, I am wearing goggles. Safety is very important. All right. There you have it. Now the problem is, like what I mentioned before, now it's too loose, right? Now it's too loose, which is fine, because what I could do is add hot glue, and that could fix the problem. Another thing I could do is I could add some sculpt around the screw and just fit it there. But I think I'm gonna try the hot glue, and I'm not gonna do it on this video. I may give an update for that, but now his arm's on, if anything. Oh, it was on. It was on. But now if at least I have the appropriate. Oh my gosh, he's a little loose. Especially since it's all heated up right now. How long have I been on here? 40 minutes? Yeah, so what's happening right now is this part's going to be too thin. So I will most likely add some hot glue right there and then place this guy in here. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it looks like VAD Toys has some experience doing exactly this, and he's recommending the hot glue thing as well, which is most likely what I'm gonna do. And if it, if it gets messy, you can always cut it out. Not that big a deal. What's up, Guillermo? So unfortunately, we're not gonna see that on that video because it is getting late, players, and I think MMA has already started. But before I go, you guys want me to open this? Give me a thumbs up if you guys, in the comment itself, not necessarily on the video. You guys can give me a thumbs up in the video if you'd like to do that too, but just give me a thumbs up here that way, or a yes, or whatever, if you guys want me to open this so we can take a look at this figure. I don't know what Instamorph is, David. Master Bat says yes. Nightwalker gives it a thumbs up. We got 34 people in here. Once I figure it out, by the way, the shoulder joint, I'll do a small little video. I'm pointing to the Mecha Hulk. I'll do a small video, maybe put it up on Instagram, just as a follow-up. I know that most of you do follow me on Instagram. Appreciate it. Just for fun. And hopefully that hot glue will get it done. And so we got a bunch of yeses and a C and a thumbs up. So we're gonna take a look at this bad boy. Gamerverse. This is from the PS4 video game. I don't have a PS4. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not going to play the game unless somebody invites me over to their house and has the game. But I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one of my favorite characters, so I try. If I like the Spider-Man figure, I'll pick it up. Pounds 978. You guys know who he is. He did a. He actually customized one of his. I would much rather have his. So as far as accessories, kind of a cool box, right? I like the box they used. That's kind of cool. It's got a top because the included accessories are these Spidey webs. Let's take a look at those first. Kind of interesting. You can make your own, maybe some other some other time I'll show you how I've made Spidey. I mean, you can make him look actually a lot nicer than this is. This is a mediocre accessory in my opinion. It's nice that they included it, but I'll most likely not be using it as a Spidey web. So I'm gonna leave the other one in the box. It does come with 2 web shooting hands, and 2 fist hands, which is cool. It's fine. I think Hasbro should give us hands, especially, you know, I want them as a customizer because the more the merrier. The more parts I have available to me, the merrier. So I'm just gonna go with fist hands for this review, and let's take a look at them, shall we? He does use the, I think this is the Sunburst. Are we saying Bullseye or Sunburst, or not Sunburst? What's this guy's name? It's the X-Men. What's the X-Men's name? Sunfire? Is it Sunfire maybe? But whatever, you know which body I'm talking about. I do like the body for him. Some people, I've already seen that they're kind of complaining that they wish they would have used the Pizza Spidey body because in the game he's a little bit thinner than this. And everybody's complaining about this head. Let me see what I got over here. I'm sure I can find a Spidey head in here. I've seen some people switch it out. I think this is Spider UK's head. For some reason, it doesn't look like Spider UK's head, but people have been saying it's Spider UK's head. It's got a very square jaw. And there is something odd looking about it. I really don't like it, so I'm hoping that one of these other heads that I have in here for Spidey will work. Now, all these can be modified if they don't fit. Here's the unmasked. I think this may be from the KO. Or maybe from the actual figure, so that's interesting, right? Sunfire, so I was right. Let me pull out some of these other heads and I'll make sure I'll catch up in the comments in a second, guys. Now I got a couple of these Spidey heads. Oh, this is gonna be too small. That's gonna be the kid Spidey, so we don't need to use that. Huh. That actually matches pretty darn well. I think this may be the head from, although the webs don't, you know, the webs are match good enough, I think, because even this guy's webs are pretty wide, except right here on the mouth. It almost looks like he's got one extra, several extra to match the pattern, but I think, you know, we can get away with that. And the color is pretty close. This is going to be from the retro wave. Let me see if I have some other heads here. Is that the same one? That might be from the KO body. The KO unboxing art sent it to me, and I would have to widen the peg. Let me see what else I got. Spider Carnage. Ooh, this head would be way too small. I forget from what figure this is, but that's not gonna work. I got a lot of Spider-Man hands. Remember, I made that 6-arm Spider-Man, so I think all these are. Man, I think that looks pretty darn good. Is that the same one? Just a little bit lighter. If the color is pretty close, some of these are a little bit, like this one is a little bit darker, so I think I would probably use the darker one to match. But it definitely does look better than the head that it came with. It's a little bit darker. But what you could do is just, you can, this could actually use a wash. Maybe some highlights. Maybe I'll do that in another video just for fun. But yeah, that head works, man. What do you guys think? Let me see, 2099. Oh, so you guys are calling it this is the 2099 body. Is that the first one that used it? So this is probably this Pizza Spidey head. I know I have a KO head in here from Unboxing Art, and I have the Vintage Wave, which uses the Pizza Spidey body. I have Brandon, I have an Instagram. I use primarily YouTube and Instagram. Try the web crawling hands? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Put web crawling hands in here. Stand by. Let's see what I got. Actually, these hands actually may work. This is from the Ben Reilly, I believe. That's most likely not gonna be screen accurate or cartoon accurate, but it looks kind of good. Let me see if I have any more of those hands. I may actually have it in the actual figure. And that's put away, so I won't be able to get to that. But we do have, let me see if I have. This one's a different one, a different type of joint. Of course, I can make it work by shaving it down. That's not gonna work. I got a lot of thwipping hands. Here we go. That's for a small Spidey. Oh boy. No, that red doesn't even match. This is the Pizza Spidey hands. I can tell because it's part of the pizza. Somebody had glued the pizza to it. All right. Well, you kind of get the idea there. You'd have to work on the joint a little bit. The other thwipping hands work. Yeah. But as you can see, the color is just slightly off, but if you gave everything a wash, that should help. And then spray it with like a matte, a Krylon matte. I should have looked if you guys are asking me questions right now as I'm pushing through, but I think these look pretty darn good. It almost looks like it could be part of the uniform with that blue. Am I right? Just a little bit darker, but again, that could be fixed with a wash right here. Let me see what you guys are saying. Comic Book Nerd says he just finished a Miles Spider custom. Superior Spider-Man head. Let me see if I have an extra Superior Spider-Man head. I don't know if I do. I had a bunch of Superior Spider-Man heads. One went to my nephew. No, I don't think I have a Superior Spider-Man. I do have a Todd McFarlane head, or the McFarlane Spidey head, but it's going to be too small for this body. I'm waiting to find a beat-up McFarlane Spidey without a head so I can get it for real cheap. and then put that head on it. Because I am no pounds 978. Man, I do got a lot of these Spider-Man heads. It is Spider UK's head. No change. Exact same one. If I could find the other hand, I may actually display them like that, you know, a little uniform change. Woo! I'm telling you, it works. You can give them gloves. I actually like the gloved look. However, you can just keep it as intended and leave it white. Which one do you guys like better? Obviously, this is the design intended, and it's actually kind of cool. It has like knuckle gloves. This one, I did pre-order this months ago, and it came in. The paint on mine is good enough for, you know, for a $18 figure. I ended up getting like $5 off in store for some sort of promotion that they were having. I have no idea. I didn't notice it until I looked at the receipt. I kind of like that. I know this goes, but I kind of like that blue look. But oh well, another time. Let me see. Could you put the Spider-Man MJ to pack Peter Parker head on there just to see what it looks like? Could it look like Peter? Oh, the unmasked Peter Parker head. I think I may have given that away. I should say traded that away. I don't think I have that. Let me see. All right, I'm definitely winding down. This will be the last, let me see if I'm gonna look for it, and if I don't have it, I'm gonna end the stream. And then go watch some MMA. Ooh. How about, does this head go with it? John Cena head's gonna be a little bit too big on that body. Jack Sparrow, how about a Jack Sparrow head? How's that one work for it? Still trying to find the Peter Parker head. This is a Peter Parker head. I'm not sure if this is the one that you wanted to take a look. It definitely does work. You would just have to shave the area inside the head to make the head sit lower, but that would definitely. I don't think this is the one that was with MJ, right? I think that might be the only Peter Parker head I have extra. I have this guy. That could also work. In the game, is he clean shaven? I didn't play it. Good night, Special K. You too? I may hop on again tomorrow. I've been wanting to paint that Juggernaut, but setting up that kit, let me see. But a Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, older Peter Parker. That may work. Yeah. All right. So I think we're done, guys. I'm definitely gonna keep that head. I think it looks better. Put the two thwipping hands on it. How about I make some room here to display it? Posing on the go there. I think he looks good, man. It's a nice addition. Oh, I like the shoes. I like the definitely. I like the scheme on this Spider-Man costume. I do. I like the colors. I'm a fan of red, white, and blue. Who wouldn't be? Did I just drop this on something? What is that? The paint just chipped? No. I think something got on it when he fell backwards. There may be some paint chip, actually. I can't tell what that is, guys. But anyway, there you have the Spider-Man. Look to my Instagram. I'll do a video once I'm able to figure that out, and I'll update it. And I may go live again tomorrow, depending on what my family's doing in the afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you spending your, what is it? What's today? Saturday, part of your Saturday with me. And I will keep you updated, like I said. I'll keep doing some customs. I appreciate your support on my channel. Thank you to all those who have subbed and given me some views. It actually encourages me. I do appreciate it. All right, players. Catch you on the next one. Peace.